I made a video about Ananta before, and most of my viewers kept asking the same thing. When is this game actually coming out? Because the devs of Ananta, kind of like the devs of GTA 6, do not seem very interested in talking with the community or fans. They seem more focused on quietly cooking the game behind the scenes. In this video, I want to break down whether Ananta is more likely to release in late 2026 or 2027. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about when development started. The studio Naked Rain, a subsidiary of NetEase, started working seriously on this anime-style open-world game around 2021 or 2022. The game was officially revealed for the first time on August 24, 2023 at Gamescom under the name Project Mugen, with a stunning gameplay trailer that immediately caught everyone's attention. So right now, this exciting urban open-world project has been in development for about 4 to 5 years. Now compare that with NTE. Its active development started in late 2022 or 2023. According to the developers in interviews, thanks to their experience building the cyberpunk city Miroria in their previous game, they were able to build the whole game in less than 2 years. Miroria was a city in Tower of Fantasy, their previous game, and NTE only came out recently, but in that short time, around 3 years, they really built something amazing with incredible graphics. Now, here's an important point. NTE had 3 beta tests in 3 years, basically 1 beta test per year. The first beta test was in November 2024, and it was only for China. This was the first very limited technical test, meant to check the game's core gameplay, Unreal Engine 5 visuals, and early optimization. The second beta test was in July 2025. This was the first global beta test. In this stage, a lot of the city of Hesperia, the character combat system called Esper abilities, and the driving system on the streets were tested on a larger scale by PC and mobile players. The third beta test was the final coax test, the last large-scale test before launch, and it ran on PC, PlayStation 5, and mobile. If you look at that, they had 3 beta tests in 3 years, so yes, basically 1 per year. Now with Ananta, my friend, we are talking about a game that has been in development for around 4 or 5 years too, but the first beta test, the China-specific beta, happened in late 2024. NetEase first held some very limited offline player tests in selected regions in a very controlled way to collect early feedback. Because of strict NDA rules, not much from those tests leaked out. Then, at TGS, we got more new information about the game's style and world, and now they're planning a second beta test in China. And today is May 28th, 2026. Bro, NTE already finished its China-specific tests 2 years ago, but Ananta is still stuck in the China test phase. So let's suppose the containment test, which is basically the global beta test version, starts in late 2026. Then maybe there's 1 month of testing, and the game could release the next month in 2027. And if we're being optimistic, maybe the test gets too much negative feedback, and the developers are forced to delay the final hidden test even more. Because Ananta, formerly Project Mugen, is absolutely being built like a AAA game. It has all the features of a high-budget title. In the gaming world, AAA means projects with huge budgets, massive development teams, and extremely high technical quality, and Ananta definitely fits that definition. The game is being backed by NetEase, which after Tencent is one of the biggest gaming giants in China and one of the richest gaming companies in the world. NetEase is clearly putting a massive budget on this project, so it can compete with huge games like Genshin Impact and even GTA. Naked Rain, the studio making the game, is reportedly working with a team of around 700 to 800 people on the project. That tells us this game is going to be huge. And the bigger the game, the more technical problems, the more bugs, and the longer gap between tests. Just recently, some gameplay videos leaked, and from what I saw, the game still feels pretty far from release. The leaked footage looks like the game is still in early development. Empty streets with no NPCs, lighting problems, driving issues, even worse in some ways than NTE. I really hope those leaked videos are not current, because if the game is really at that stage right now, then maybe it won't come out until late 2027. Because before, leaks from NTE beta tests looked much better. The city felt alive, the streets were full of NPCs, cars were moving around, and it looked like the game was much closer to launch. But Ananta's leaks are a bit disappointing. Still, I can't really blame them, because Ananta is on a completely different level in terms of scale. The new leaked video I found really proves how massive this game is. When I said the game is huge, I really meant huge. In another video, we'll break that one down more deeply. So, based on the gameplay leaks, the type of tests the game is going through, and the fact that it's such a massive scale project, a release in 2026 feels very unlikely, unless some kind of miracle happens and they suddenly decide to launch it. Personally, I think the earliest realistic release is 2027, maybe even mid-2027. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And for more Ananta videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, because whenever any news about this game drops, I will cover it on this channel. For now, bye and take care.